Grand rising and priming powerful beings. Shout out to you as the holistic motivator. Thank you for tapping into another episode of Ed Talks Daily. Today I'm going to be talking about embracing a new year energy. So what do I mean by embracing a new year energy? So a lot of people already celebrated the new year in December, right in the middle of the winter. Everybody's celebrating a new year. But did you know that this feels more like the new year, don't it? The birds are chirping. It's starting to rain some more. It's more green. Things are blossoming. That's the idea of spring, the idea of a new year. So embracing a new year energy starts with understanding first that the year does not begin dead in the middle of the winter. It begins in the aliveness of spring. So keep tapping into this episode of Ed Talks Daily as I talk about embracing this new year energy. Let's get it. Embracing a new year energy. So now it doesn't have to be January 1st for you to consider it a new year. In fact, if you looked at every day as a new year, your mentality would be way better. So every day is a new year. Let's start with that. But in this specific season, we're coming up to the next full moon, which is the worm moon. There's a transition from winter to spring. Okay, so this next week is a powerful week because the seasons are shifting. And you can feel everything shifting. The time you're waking up today, you probably woke up and you're like, wait, is it 6 or is it 7? Probably didn't know. Daylight saving time has begun, right? So it turns out that normally what we do as people is we live on the basis of what society as a whole dictates is right for us. Not necessarily what God said so in the beginning. So what I mean by that is, and we don't normally go by the moon or the stars. We're going by a calendar that somebody said is better because it will help us work longer. So we're not even going by the cycles we're supposed to be going by. We're going by a cycle that somebody said, oh, you can make more money with that. Even the 8 hours you work at work was somebody saying like, bruh, let's start doing that. And then now everybody adopted that philosophy. Now you spending your prime day hours at work. But aside from that point, we have to understand that the way that the society is set up is not really set up for you to thrive, because we're in alignment with man's laws, but we're out of alignment with God's laws. Okay, and the moment that we restore alignment with God's laws, the moment we start to live by the cycles of the moon, the phases of the moon, the sun, the rising and setting of the sun, and we actually are listening to what nature is telling us, then we're living our life more effectively. So I'm still basing my life on sunrises and sunsets. Forget what time they said 7 or 8 o'clock is. Is it sunrise? Is it sunset? What am I going to do around those times? So schedule a life to be in accordance to the laws of nature. So speaking of the laws of nature, because we're getting into spring, I'm saying there's a great possibility for you to have a new year energy. So new year energy is a mentality that every day is a new year. New year energy is not just a mentality that every day is a new year. It's saying that because we're transitioning to spring, you're going to start to take a look at your goals a little bit closer. And those resolutions, those vision statements, you're going to start revising them again. Right? So not just revising them, but make this their primary time to start really manifesting those. Aligning your mind, body, spirit, and mind to be able to manifest them. So as spring comes, we think of spring cleaning. Spring cleaning. So clean out some of the stuff that you've accumulated during the winter last year. Okay? All of these things are either holding you back from your future blessings because you're still holding on to them. So what are some things that you're holding on from last year that's really no longer serving to you? What are some things that you can actually shift from doing to now saying, okay, I'm going to start doing that. So what did you do in December that really helped you get into January excited and motivated to start? All right. So if you didn't do anything, now's the time to do something. If you did something and it worked, do it again. And don't just do it, but do it in conjunction with a cleanse. So there is a strong correlation between shifting your life to a good state and detoxing. So when you detox and fast, when you clear your body of toxins, you are literally opening up space for you to manifest. So a lot of people are stuck in procrastination because they got stuck food inside of them. They're stuck in procrastination because they're stuck in mental fog. They're stuck in procrastination because they have stuck energy, stuck emotions, stuck energy that's not in motion, stuck emotions. And they need to break up that stagnation, not just by fasting and detoxing and cleaning, but through movement and emotional release work. Maybe not work, emotional release. So there is a strong correlation between the transformation of your life and the transformation of your internal life. There's a strong correlation between how well you are in this world based on how well you are in your inner world. So if your cells are inflamed, if your cells are toxic, if your blood is full of toxins, then guess what's happening? You are literally having a toxic body. So having a new year mindset right now says, okay, I'm going to look at, this is my new year. So think about what are the major goals you have for 2022. I want you to revisit them. I want you to refine them. And I want you to start planting them in the ground. Like I told you, I've been getting ready getting my soil ready for the planting of crops during the spring. But I'm not just getting it ready for new crops. I've already planted some crops. And I'm actually eating off some crops I planted a few months back. Which means that just because it's a new year and you're setting up your new garden does not mean that you shouldn't be doing the work continuously. Hence the mindset every day is a new year. Because every day is a new opportunity to plow your land and sow some seeds. So you might say, hey, and is energy on my side? Energy is more on your side now more than ever during the spring equinox, spring transition than it was during the winter right there in the middle of it. Right there in the middle of the winter cold, right there in the middle of this season when everybody expected you to get out of your rut and into your goals, into your resolution. It didn't really work for you. And maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But if it didn't, now is a great time to revisit them. If it did, now is the time to enhance them. If it did, now is the time to look back at it again and say, hey, that can be a little bit better. So you're like, what are the seeds that you need to plant? First, a man or woman cannot hit a target they do not, a man or woman cannot hit a target they do not have. So you got to have a target. Not Target, not Walmart, you got to have a target. A target. Where do you want to go? And I always say, where do you want to grow to? Now, I am switching up my targets consistently, daily. And I realized that my target is in direct proportion to my belief in myself, in conjunction to what I believe about myself, whether or not I believe in myself, and what I'm scared of within myself that may intrude or break up whatever success I gain. So I found out there's 3 points. It's how I believe in myself. First of all, I have to ensure in myself that I can do it, that I can carry out the task, that it's in me, that I'm ready. If you don't reach to that point, you might have it in you, but you never release it because you don't think you're ready. First, you got to convince yourself before you go out, try to convince the world, because we know when you're uncertain because it shows off in your energy. And there's certainty have an energy, uncertainty have an energy. But some people are certain by faith in the midst of uncertainty. So you want to be certain by faith in yourself in the midst of uncertainty. It does not mean that you know everything that's going to turn out. It's just that you know no matter what turns out, it's not going to turn you. You're going to stay on board. So you got to have a certainty in the midst of uncertainty because you are certain that no matter what happens, you'll be able to handle it. This is a faith. This is how you fortify yourself to show up so certain that people are like, yo, I'm listening to your words and I'm looking at some of the things in your life. How do you believe so much? Well, you might just see my challenges, but you don't see you don't see my inner will, my inner state of belief and faith. And that's what that's the type of certainty that bleeds through whatever it is that you do. So you got to have a certain certainty even in the midst of uncertainty. Because guess what Tony Robbins said? He said those both are a human need, uncertainty and certainty. Because if you were certain of everything that's going to happen to you, you would be like, yo, I already know what's going to happen. You bored with life. You've seen the movie over and over and over. You're like, just another. I'm so certain. So some people are so scared of uncertainty that they make their life so certain that they're boxed up. They know what's going to happen. They're not excited. So guess what? If you be so certain and keep yourself in a box, not taking any risks, afraid of getting hurt, afraid of hitting your toes, guess what's going to happen? You're going to stay in that box for sure. But it is an uncertainty. There's an amount of growth because people get creative in the midst of uncertainty. Now, to be certain in the midst of uncertainty is to have a certain amount of faith. Now, people become creative in uncertainty because they have to figure out a way out of no way. So, embrace it. Embrace when you don't know what's going to happen the next day because you actually get up and create it. Now, somebody said, I don't really know how this is going to turn out. But if you show up, you become the turnout. And then over and over, you keep doing this thing. You're like, dang, I didn't know that I was going to become that type of person to create that. Listen, it's not that you don't know. Okay, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I understand you don't. That's the uncertainty of life. Embrace it. But it's the fact that you know you're going to stick around long enough to find out. You don't know what's going to happen, but you know you're going to stay around long enough to, if not find out, to create it. And that's the certainty in the midst of uncertainty we need to develop. So, I mean, you got to wake up a certain way where you're talking so much power that people think that you have it all together. Somebody said, what do you mean by that? Listen, the way that you speak into your life, speak it with certainty, with conviction, with belief. Even in don't look at your situation and bring your energy in alignment with what you're facing. You have to bring your energy above your current challenges. So somebody says, look, I'm going through a moment of this and that. Why should I put a smile on my face? Why should I bring my chest up? Why should I keep my chin up? Why should I relax and not crunch up? Listen, when you're going through a challenge, your physiology is going to resemble your psychology. If you keep your physiology in resemblance to your psychology, you're going to keep feeding each other and you're going to stay in the same state. So sometimes to transform your mental state, you got to transform your physical state. So somebody says, I feel like the whole weight of the world is on my shoulders, so that's why my shoulders is crunch up. Well, I need you to bring the courage out of your chest. I need you to bring the effort and strength out of your chest. I need you to step into your power, right? So it's not that, I'm not going through this. It's that I'm going through it, but you know what? I'm going to prime myself to this other state. So somebody says like, yo, Ed, I love your podcast, but it's so inspiring. Like, you speak with so much power and conviction. How are you able to go through every day and do that? Like, bro, I don't do it because my life is perfect. I do it because I understand that no matter what happens in my life, I'm a spirit. So because of that, I'm able to show up as that spirit. Somebody says like, yo, is this really you showing up? Or is this like you're the holistic motivator showing up? I'm like, yo, you're actually getting the best version of myself. You're actually getting the truest version of myself. Because when I'm not in my true power, it's not really me showing up. It's either my past showing up. It's either what I'm looking at that's showing up. It's either what I'm thinking about that's showing up. But when I'm in my true spirit, there's a conviction and power. There's an energy, and that's the new year energy that I'm talking about. It's an energy that you feel like you can push through any wall. It's an energy that you feel like, yo, look, I don't care how much money it looks like I have right now. My gift will make the room for me. You get what I'm saying? I don't care how much people I see in the room. I show up like there's 1,000 people in there. So it's a certain energy. Somebody like, yo, how are you so certain to show up this powerfully? Like, you're talking to, like, how many people are you talking to, bro? 2 people? 3 people? You got to show up like you're talking to 500. They're like, yo, why must you do that? Because you have to have certainty in the midst of uncertainty. And that's what creates the conviction in your spirit and in others to allow your dream to blossom. So somebody says, what do I mean by that? First, you got to put out in the universe that you are the person that attracts what you're looking to attract. And you don't put out that in the universe by being like, oh my god, I don't know if... No, you gotta speak like... Sometimes I catch myself saying something, looking at my life, and then like, yo, damn, you just said that, but look at that. And I'm like, yo, it's cool though, because I'm like, yo, this is my spirit talking. So it just means that I need to, in me operating in this world, I need to align my habitual patterns, my ways of thinking, the things I've adopted. I need to align that with my spirit. So I used to feel bad when I said something that I need to take and go work on. Now I'm empowered by it, because then I'm saying like, oh, okay, that just means that what they said Yoda is inside. So you got your Yoda. You got your master teacher. You got your guru in your mind. You got that in your spirit. So look not into that and ask for an answer and then feel bad because you're not in application of the answer. Just go and readjust your life and then make your life the application. So here's what I say. I say false laws are flaws. False laws. False laws. Flow is fully living on wisdom. I say we all have wisdom innately guides our life. I mean, our entire body is full of wisdom. Just you breathing and talking and thinking is wisdom in its own. Okay, that's the wiseness of you, of your spirit, how it all operates miraculously. Wisdom. So when we fully live on wisdom, flow, fully living on wisdom, we're in alignment. We're in alignment with the spiritual laws. Now, there are like so many spiritual laws that you should take some time to learn. Now, somebody read the 49 Laws of Power, but did you read the spiritual laws? You got to make sure you read the other ones. You know, don't just learn how to get something from somebody by using these manipulative tactics or psychology tactics. Learn how to tap in to the ultimate source and get everything you need from God. So sometimes you're going to catch yourself living in your flaws, false laws. I catch myself all of the time. But then I say, oh man, I can really fully live on wisdom. And that little space gives me enough space to forgive, enough space to grow, enough space to let go. Because I'm like, oh man, look at you, you act like a little kid. I'm like, okay, do better. You could do better. Now, what is the structure that's going to help make me do better? Okay, so I am refining my goals. So now, let me be transparent. One of the major things, a new year is not just about, oh, I want to create this, I want to do this, I want to do that. But what type of person do you want to be? What do you want to be known for? And my major thing in 2022 is to be a complete man of my word. Now, somebody says, why would you want to do that? I mean, why else would I want to do that? That's the only thing I want to do. Being one, integrity. So now, I found out that habits habits and emotions sometimes get in the way of my integrity. Being in one with the divine laws. Integrity. In one. I said holiness. Being in one with the spiritual laws that brings abundance, love, and joy. Really what I'm saying. Being in one with what I say I'm going to do. Then I found out that, listen, if there are certain emotional states that get in the way of that happening, or you had good intentions, you just had bad habits, you need to work on the bad habits. Right? You need to work on creating. So part of your setting up your New Year's resolution is like, what habits I need to create? Holistic habits. So for me, one of them is just dealing with stuff. Don't let it linger. Don't ignore it. Don't put it to the side. Face it. Conversation. Expressing yourself authentically. Just like, yo, this is how I feel about that, and this is how I feel about it. If you don't like it, it don't work. We move on. But before, it was like, I'll hold stuff in, don't express myself, and then at the same time feel guilty about something, and then like, yo, I should be this, I should be like, I'm like, yo, and then I become a character judge, judging myself, and then procrastinating, and then having good intentions, but just actions that don't match it. So now I'm like, okay, I need to make this a priority in my life, all right? So I need to check myself so I don't wreck myself. So I need to set up procedures and processes to ensure that, look, I found out integrity is not just something you say, it's something you do. You got to create a structure to doing that. So somebody says, don't just be in integrity, do integrity. do what you said you're going to do. With yourself, with your family, with the people you care about. So now, it takes healing. It takes transforming. It takes you priming yourself out of certain emotional states every day that, if you really looked at it, it's your monkey mind stealing your mind. You need to take charge. Take charge. 2022 is about taking charge. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your routine. Take charge of the emotions you let dwell. Take charge of the things that you put in your ear, in your body. This is what a new year is about. It's a holistic transformation. So I told you personally, this is what I'm like, I gotta make sure I'm really, really great at that, because I want what I build to last long term, right? I don't want to build with one hand and destroy it with the other hand. I don't want to build with one hand and destroy with the other emotion or words. I want to build and keep building. I want to build on. So dictate what you want. Like, what do you want for this new year coming? Somebody said, New Year started 3 months ago. No, talk about this new year in the spring. What do you want? What do you want? What's the outcome? And what I want is, when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't just see Ed. I listen to myself, I'm like, bruh, is there 2 people? And sometimes it's like, it's just this is me. Then I look at my habits, I'm like, okay, this is me, but this is also me. I'm like, how do I align this me with this me? I'm like, are you crazy? Who is you? You. No, who? No, I'm you. Me? No, you. Rush hour. Who is you? No, I'm you. Okay. I don't know. Insider joke. Who is? No, I don't know. Chris Tucker. Rush hour. So basically, it can be confusing. So what do you got to do? Just keep readjusting, man. Just keep letting, look. What I realize is you can't expect people to give you compassion that you haven't given to yourself. What do I mean by that? I spent my life being guilty, like just feeling bad and just, okay, I feel bad, I'm not going to face it. I'm just going to feel bad about it, close that chapter off, and just do my thing. At least I don't have to stress about that, don't look at it. But guess what? You don't have to hold feeling bad when you can just express what's going on. And guess what? If that makes the other person feel bad, if they can't deal with you any longer, then at least you're not out here feeling bad. You let that go. So when you let that hurt go, you grow. So somebody says like, bruh, what's the power in transforming your emotional states? Look, your success in business and in life is in direct proportion to what states you're in every day. If you're in a compassionate state, if you're in a loving state, if you're in a different understanding state, like, you're going to be way more different than when you're like blaming yourself, shaming yourself, when you're not understanding where others are coming from. It's way different. So transform your state, transform your life. Okay? So every day, this is what I'm doing constantly. Okay? So I'm rising and priming my day. I'm juicing and detoxing in my body. I'm spending time in the garden. I done cultivated this beautiful garden outside. So not only am I cultivating a garden here, I'm cultivating a garden online. I'm doing a business. I'm helping other people. I'm creating content. I'm like, it's going all around the world. I'm helping other people create content. So not only am I impacting people through my work, I'm actually helping other people impact people. So now, by helping other people, I'm helping people. So every day I have some sort of fulfillment, something that gets me up, something that gets me going, something that gets me growing. Even though it can be, somebody says it's mundane, this is certain that you're going to get up, you're going to do that, you're going to do this. Look, my routine is not mundanely annoying. It's mundanely inspiring. It's right, it's not mundane. It's routinely inspiring. It's routinely inspiring because every day the routine helps me transform, because just a routine. Okay? So that's why I help people with a holistic rising routine. See, Mama Sela, shout out to you, Queen. That's why I actually help people with a holistic rising routine, because what I found out was this. The way I started my days really dictated how it went. When I started my days feeling like I told you, I would wake up empowered and go to sleep in shame. And some days I would wake up in shame because I went to sleep in shame. I would wake up in shame. So I found out If I went to sleep in whatever emotional states, I got to make sure that I wake up empowered every day. So the more I started to wake up empowered every day, I was in my power every day. Now, I'm like, bruh, there's a power in me, you're in your power. So how did I get to that state? First, a vision. Somebody says a man or woman without a vision will perish. That's right. Look, having a vision changed my life, bruh. I'm not gonna quickly cut this. I'm gonna keep it real. Having a vision transformed my life. Like, I don't know how about you, but have you ever got up and you're like, why did I get up? Look, I've been there. But I gotta tell you, in the last few years, I don't know the last time I got up and says, why did I get up? I said, oh my goodness, I'm up today. Look, I'm excited to do this. Like, what am I gonna do today? Like, what do I get to do? My mentality is shifted. Every day is an opportunity. Look, people can't wait for Friday. I can't wait for Monday. So, like, Monday is my favorite day. I don't even understand it. I'm like, Monday, oh, I can't wait. Because Monday, I'm in my gift. I'm doing something that I look forward to. Okay? So you have to be able to look for something that you are looking forward to every single day. If you're not looking forward to it, then it's mundane. What's inspiring is when you look, it's an inspiring routine if you're looking to it every day. You're like, I can't wait to wake up and water my plants. Somebody like, bruh, in a couple of years, they're like, what's the mentality that shifted your life, Ed? How did you manage to materialize all these things in this world, in this realm, in this state? I'm going to be like, every day I woke up and said, and thought about all the things I get to do, and that I was excited to do, and then I actually chose to do, and I intentionally did them. And the more I did that is the more I intentionally created my life. And now, look, all the blessings. So somebody said, how did you get to this? No, I just enjoyed watering the plants every day. And I did it without complaint. I did it with what Napoleon Hill called a pleasing attitude. A pleasing attitude will transform your life. A lot of you're doing things, but you're not doing it with a pleasing attitude. Like, you got the new year energy. You're like, I'm going to get in shape this year. This year is the time for me to get in shape. Let's go. You on point. You ready to get in shape. But then you're like, God, I got to go to the gym. I got to get up and get in. I got to do that. You got to it. I got to do it. Then you got the zombie. I got to. Then you're like, take me where you want to go. So now it's like, life is like this. Because you're like this. It's not a pleasing attitude. Where's the coffee at? What you said? Don't talk to me about my coffee. Because it's like, so when we like, what? Yo, come on, what's the move? What we on? Where we going? What we doing? What we waking up? How we going? What I get to do today? Moving, keep going. We going for that run. Are you ready to go for that walk? Yo, I'm juicing it up right now. You trying to hop on? Yo, detox. Bruh, you on that? Where that came from? Yo, so when you have that different shift, when you have an enthusiasm, a pleasing attitude, yo, you just look, they found out that scientifically there's no difference between you being excited about something and you like that feeling when you kind of scared, you got stage fright, and you're not so it's like what's the word? So there's excitement. I call it butterflies in your belly. And then there is when you're worrying. What is it again? What's the word? Excitement versus... Damn, what's the word? Okay, when you're speaking and you intense, you have anxiety, you're stressed. whatever. I forgot the word. What's the word? Fear, it's a mixture of fear and anxiety. It's a mixture of fear. Okay, but anyways, I'll think about it. It's butterflies in your belly, bats in your stomach. Bats of fear. It is fear. Bats of fear. Apprehension. Okay? When you have stage fright. I think it's fear. Yeah. Apprehension, fear, same thing, worry, mixture of emotion. Apprehension, anxiety, fear, mixed up became bats. So you're just like, damn. So when you're excited, the same energy in your belly is about the same. Excitement and apprehension. However, how you categorize it is up to you. When you go on stage, you're like, man, damn, I got to go study for all these people. I don't know what they're going to think about me. Man, I don't know if they're going to judge me. I don't know if I'm going to be good enough for them. When you say, damn, I get to go in front of all of these people and share my story, and what I'm about to share is going to be so impactful, it's going to transform their life, and like, yo, afterwards you're going to do business with me, and then that business they're going to do with me is going to help them, which is going to help me, which is going to help my family, and then I can show up for more people. Now you're excited. You're like, I can't wait to go give this speech. Because, like, yo, when I get in front of these people, I'm going to give them a solution to a problem that they had for this long period of time. And my product or service is going to be able to help them. Yeah, I can't wait to have the consultation with that client. Because, basically, I'm the solution they've been looking for. And finally, they found me. And I found them. And now I'm able to help them and pursue and do what God has in store for them. And I'm able to do my purpose. So now you're like, oh, my, I'm excited now. I'm excited to have that conversation. I'm excited to go talk to these people now. So you're like, yo, your mindset, your mind frame, what you feed your mind every day is going to transform the way you see things. You need to tell me, like, yo, Ed, let me tell you something. The reason I'm able to show up every day and do this no matter what the results look like is because my results is not on the basis of the end product, what I get out of it. My main result is that I got to do it in the first place. Which means I don't get a result out of this podcast because you decide, oh, I'm going to subscribe. I don't get a result out of this podcast because you decide, let me send Ed a donation to Ed Talks. I don't get a result because you say, let me do a review. I don't get a result because you say, let me join the community he got going on. Or, oh, let me buy one of his anxiety. That is a byproduct of me serving my gift. That's going to happen. And it's going to help the people because it's a product that provides value. So that's going to be a byproduct of my product production. But the result of this is the fact that I got to do it. I woke up today and at 10:40 a.m., March 14, 2022, I got to deliver what God's placed in my seed for me to do here, and that is a result. And because I got to do it, I'm excited. Somebody said, like, yo, what did you do all day? Did you get paid 20 grand for your speech? No. I got paid $0 for that speech, but there were 7 people that left with a different mentality or a shift in their mind frame or just a boost or a charge. Now they're about to do something differently that's going to add value to the world. So I've served my gift today. So God is saying, like, yo, you served your gift. Congrats, Ed. Let me give you some more. So now, with more of that, I come back and I produce. Now, I'm producing more, I'm planting more seeds, and then now there's another tree. And then now this tree is bearing fruit. More people is like, yo, I gotta eat. Now somebody go like, yo, did you know about the holistic motivator that you eat? But you gotta go eat from that tree. But like, yo, you gotta go eat. You gotta listen to that podcast. Really, like, yo, you got some gems coming off. There's some fruits off there. Like, if you're feeling down and about, you need a fruit of inspiration. Yo, I need you to get to the Ed Talks Daily Tree real quick. Go eat from that sucker. Yo, I need you to go listen to that real quick. Go tap into that. I'm like, yo, you having trouble with your rising routine? Rising Prime is it. So once you create enough value in the world, you don't have to work so hard for people to go find your tree. Like, your tree gets so tall that people can see it miles away. Like, yo, I need to go on top of that mountain for that tree. So your gift will make the room for you, but you gotta water the seed every day. But guess what if I showed up to the seed and every day I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, this thing is still on the ground. What if every day I showed up and I'm looking at the seed that I planted, I'm like, damn, it's still not big, it's not huge yet. I don't have millions of people. Look, I don't have millions of dollars. Look, there's only 5 people in the Rising Prime right now. Oh, look, this community is not growing as fast as I thought it should. Look, oh my goodness, it's not. Oh my goodness. So, to this rising, I came up with an affirmation that says, I will be patient for what God has in store for me without complaint. So not only do you need to show up not because of the result, but you need to show up with a pleasing attitude without complaint. Some days I show up, I start complaining, and I catch myself. Some day I start to be like, man, you should have been. I'm like, okay, Ed, step back a little bit. Stop shitting all over these people. Stop shitting all over yourself. And step back and realize that, listen, you need to embrace where you're at. To those who serve the many those who serve the few will have the responsibility to serve the many. But first you got to serve the one gift. Then you got to serve the second gift, the third gift, fourth gift, fifth gift. And your success is not on the basis of how much coins you accumulated for serving your gift, but how much how much fruits your tree bared, and how much those fruits planted more seeds, which bared more trees, which bear more fruit. So your prosperity is not simply on the basis of how much money you got for the seeds you planted, but it's for what value did your seed give to the world. Okay, I have people that come across my platform that will never invest $1 in anything I have to offer, and I'm completely okay with that. But that person, whether a mother, a sister, a cousin, will probably invest a seed in somebody else's mind, whether that be their son or their daughter or their friend or just in their own life. Which means if I add value to anybody and that value added some sort, like, yo, that I really felt that, oh yeah, that one idea, I really appreciated that. That person never bought anything, never joined anything, never did anything in regards to the Holistic Motivated Brand and Flex Holistic Company or the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe. This person says, I enjoy what you have to offer. You added a lot of value to my life. I consume your content very well. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then I'm going to take that. I'm going to gift that to myself and to the people I come across. That's the value. So your value, the value is you have to say, what is my divine gift? What did God put me here to do? Am I doing it? And you do it whether or not you get a reward for it immediately. Okay? And some days you might be frustrated. You might be like, damn, why are all these people coming in and finding out the more of the stuff that I got? I need you to remember, show up. Don't shit over nobody. Don't be shitting over yourself. Shitting all over yourself. Look, can be, could be, doing. I can be, I'm doing. I can, I will, I must. Alright? There was a time in my life where I was sleeping in my car. I'm literally sleeping in my car, running my mobile personal training business, going to college, struggling, old 9 mile. But I'm the most inspired I've ever been. And I'm like, yo, I'm really gonna build the biggest mobile personal training business. I'm helping people with their health. I'm coaching people, which is a sum total of kind of what I do now in different formats. And I'm going through it. Like, I'm ready to give up, but I'm not. I've been ready to give up, but not really. It's like I'm ready to give up, but I know I'm never gonna give up. That's the mind. Like, it's like I'm ready to quit, but you know you're not gonna quit. So it's like a certainty in the midst of uncertainty. I know it looks like it's crazy, but I know I'm not gonna quit. I'm listening to E.T. and this man is like, I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I'm listening to, look, there's distinct voices and energies and spirits that when they say something, you feel that. And that was one of them for me. E.T. was like, I can, I will, I must. I was like, that's right. I can, I will, I must. And then I heard Les Brown. Les Brown said this. Les Brown said, you don't even, look, I don't even want you to say that you can do it. I don't want, look, you don't even have to believe it. That's why I say you don't even have to believe in yourself all the way for it. I just want you to say that it's possible. I'm like, what? Yo, that's deep. He said, it's possible. I'm like, it's possible? It's possible. Yo, I'm telling you, some words will take you out of a situation that your emotion got you stuck in. I can, I will, I must. It's possible. I want you to just say that with ultimate conviction, emotion, like that fuels it up. I can, I will, I must, and it's possible. I can, I will, I must, 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 it's possible. Whoo-wee. I'm listening to them words every single day. I'm moving on. I'm going through it, but I'm going through it, baby. Because look, I need you to start looking at challenges as an opportunity to grow. You're like, yo, this water's in front of me. That means I got to get more athletic to climb it. Oh, you mean to tell me that's a lift? That's a weight I can't lift? Yo, by trying to lift this weight, I got to get stronger, but I need to educate myself to do it in the right form so I don't hurt my back, so I can have the longevity to keep lifting that weight. So what I'm saying is, you got to get better to get better, but you got to get better strategically so you don't get hurt to the point where you stop along the way. What happens with most people is they're trying to lift the weight, but they never even stretch, and they don't know the proper technique. So now they went to lift the weight, they broke their back. Now they're like, I'm never touching a weight again. Where in reality, it's not the weight that's the problem. It's the information, the insight about how to lift that you didn't get before trying to lift that made you think that you could never get it. So sometimes you got to go back, educate yourself on the thing before you can actually start doing the thing. Or educate yourself on the thing as you do the thing. Get the right processes and procedures. So somebody started that business, they try to lift that weight. That weight, they couldn't lift it, they couldn't hold it, my back was not strong. They didn't fortify themselves, they had the mentality, the habits, the routine, the practices, the procedures. They didn't get that yet. Now, it's not that you just like, yo, I broke my back the first year, and now, like they said, most businesses fail in the first 5 years. It's year 6. I broke my back in year 4. I want you to understand that most businesses don't fail in 5 years. Most business owners stop in 5 years when they did something that didn't work. I just need you to readjust and figure out what worked. Look, a couple of years ago, I thought my business kind of stopped. I'm a mobile personal training business. I don't have personal training clients. So I'm like, yo, I must not be a trainer anymore. I must not be a coach anymore. I must fail. I must have been failing in life. Look, Flex Fitness did not succeed. I was homeless for no reason. Look, I went through all of that. Why did I even go through it? But look, sometimes in your moment when you feel like you're in the dark, you are in your caterpillar stage, baby. You thought you were a butterfly flying already, but God said, I got more for you. So he got to put you back in your shell, back in that little environment to redevelop you. So when I thought Flex Fitness and Performance was finished, Flex Holistic was being given birth. So when you think your business is underground, God is readjusting your business, look, life is readjusting whatever you got. So that it's a metamorphosis, a transformation. And sometimes your dream have to be put underneath the dirt for it to get the nutrients that it needs for it to blossom. Because sometimes in that point when you separate yourself from it, you start to find out how you can get better. And in that getting better is what gets your product better. So now, I'm not just helping people with their physical bodies. I told you, I'm not just a personal fitness coach anymore. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach. I'm not just helping people. Look, I used to get in time with people where they would talk to me about their emotions, and I didn't really know how to respond. I'm like, bro, let's get to work. I'm talking to them like, but you can do it. I'm like, you can do. I'm talking to, but I feel like I need to know a little bit more. I knew that I wanted to help people holistically, but I didn't know how to. I just knew what I had at the time. So I shared that to them. I was like, look, you want to get a big booty, flat abs, you want to be healthy for your family, you want to do it in a fun fashion, you want to go outside and work out with me, let's go. I'm going to get you in shape, you're going to lose that weight. And I did, and I helped them. But then I found out that people didn't need to just lose weight, they needed to transform their mind, so because they would get the weight back because their habits didn't change. They need to learn how to live holistically and be able to eat a certain way and create a certain lifestyle. So I always used to be like, fitness is a lifestyle, fitness is a lifestyle, fitness is a lifestyle, fitness is a 2015, and then boom, I hit a hard point in my life, business stopped running, I stopped getting clients, I told the world about my story, I came out, I was like, yo, I was homeless running my business, and after that, a while, I got no business. So I just went in the lab, started creating content. So for a while, I was just a content creator. I really stepped away from the personal training, and I said, I'm going to interview people, I'm going to create content, I'm going to work on myself. That's what I did. So I followed teachers around, I invested in myself, I was making hella content. When I'm interviewing somebody that's a school, because I'm learning from them, when I'm doing video for somebody that's a school, and I'm in a conference that's a school, so I went out, I started speaking, I started to get opportunities. Look, sometimes in order for God to help you develop your other gifts, one gift have to take time on the wayside. Look, I spent 3-4 years developing how to help people with their physical bodies. Mind you, I'm still now learning Qigong now. I'm learning a new thing. But I had to put to rest or put to the side temporarily what I thought I was here to do entirely with my entire existence, so that God can show me what else I had in me. But in that transition period, it was a depression. In that transition period, it was me feeling like a failure. In that transition period, it was me moving back to my parents' house. In that transition period, is me sitting aside and saying, look, you talking all this motivation. Look, you lost everything. Look, you started you talk all of this game. Look where you at right now. So in the midst of it was so much internal conflicts. But out of those internal conflicts was internal strength and fortification that happens. Look, God puts conflicts not to break you down, but to build you up. You're like, I heard that 1,000 times. Conflicts are here to build me down. They're not here to con me out of my dreams. They're here to combine my gifts to create a bigger one. You're like, so a conflict is just a internal way of you getting stronger. Internal conflict. Once you resolve and deal with those, then you get stronger to face external conflict. This is what comes out in this world. And then as you navigate through those, you get stronger, so now you're able to do more things. That's what I discovered that the journey was. So now, step back now, I then converge things I got along the way. And now, my vision has refined. Now I see bigger than I saw before. Before, I saw a franchise of helping people get in shape. Now, I see a movement of educating the world on the importance that it takes to look at life from a holistic lens. And I don't just see personal training as one vehicle. I see so many different avenues. I see that this is just one tool in the tool belt. And then now I came up with a new brand, a new idea, a new concept. It gave birth to something bigger, something better. So now somebody says, did your business fail in 5 years? No, the business didn't fail. I thought that the seed was supposed to come out of the ground within 5 years, but turned out it was a bamboo tree, right? It grew underneath the ground for 5 years, and at some point, I thought it was dead, but it was still growing underneath the ground. And then my breakthrough was when I realized that the dirt was serving to me. This is when I grew through the pain, and I realized that my breakthrough was the dirt that I thought was trying to break me. So what came that looked like it's about to break you is what you need to break through, and it is on the other side of that breakthrough that. So now year 7, I'm on year 6, year 7. My business is transformed. So much lessons along the way. I've done it so many different capacities. Now combining them, not only am I able to provide that service to help people, but now I'm realizing I'm able to put that together to help people that help people. So this is why I help people build systems, help people with content, help people with their routines. So I pretty much support the entrepreneurs as I support them in building their businesses and brands. So now I'm helping people create content. I'm helping people create systems, create funnels, create a brand, marketing their business, clarifying their message, building a tribe, building a community, right? I'm helping some of the best people in the game do this, right? So I've been able to help people get their messages out there normally because they didn't have the skill set or the tools to do it. So my company, Flex Holistic, which started as just a mobile personal training business, has now transformed to a company that helps holistic wellness practitioners, healers, coaches build their systems for their businesses, build their brands, create content, organize that, and deliver their gifts as they're being supported with a community. So not only have I created a mastermind to support the healers, the coaches, the seekers, the teachers, but then now I've created a system building procedure, Flex Holistic content creation. So now you need content for your business. You have a pillar. You do this podcast. You need clips. You got workshop. You got a class. You need a system to deliver that. I'm helping people with that concept. So I've helped a lot of people in the game help build their businesses, build their brands. Some of the people you're engaging right now, I am fully managing their brands and their companies and businesses. So if you're one of these people that got a company like that and you're like, bro, what are some of the lessons you've learned along the way that help you create the systems and procedures to be able to build a brand, create a community, and do what you do now? Yo, that's what I do. Contact me and I'll be able to help you. Now, one of the things I want you to do is I want you to text the word Ed Talks to my number. You're going to be part of the text messaging tribe, so you're going to be a part of the holistic of the text tribe, which means I'm just going to stay in contact with you. I'm going to send you podcast episodes, send you great inspirational messages. I'm going to invite you out to special master classes. There's some stuff you'll be invited into that other people won't be invited into. Like yesterday, I sent out a link for y'all to join the master class I had with Dr. Love, which is somebody that I help with build their brand. All the content, all the stuff you should be seeing, the systems and procedures, I've kind of created them. I kind of build them. I realized that there are so many people with a great gift with an audience that's already existing. They got the gift, they got the audience. They just now to deliver their gift to their audience in the form of content in a way that brands and markets themselves as an industry leader. So that's kind of what I do. So once you text Ed Talks, you're going to get exclusive access to this text messaging community. Now you're like, why do I need to do that? Well, you need to have a support system, right? I say a lot of people, sometimes all they need is some coaching, but they're not willing to invest in it. Like sometimes all they need is some coaching, but they think getting coached means that you're not good. No, the best have coaches because they want to be the best. So they're like, yo, I need to refine iron sharpens iron. I need to refine my skill set so I can be the best. But it seems like the people who want to be the best, they don't have coaches because they think they're the best. That does not make any sense. So, I mean, I see millionaires pay like 20, 10, 20, 30 grand for stuff. And the person who wants to make the first grand independently won't pay $50 for it. So I'm kind of like enthused by that. Like Jim Rohn says, just be amazed by it. You know, don't be frustrated, be enthused. Turn your frustration into fascination. Just wonder. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So guess what? Look, it's better you write off a subscription on your taxes if it's gonna help your health. I done told somebody, like, bruh, did you know the power of a rising routine? Like, if you just learn this rising routine, you did it by yourself forever, this would be a benefit. Look, if you detox with me 1 month in the seasonal, and you did that seasonal detox every season, if you just learned something once and you applied it forever, your life will change. But somebody is like, yo, what's the wall in between that? They're like, $50. Oh, $50. I can't do that. $50. Yo, you better spend that $50 because you probably spent that on Uber Eats yesterday. And you was like, yo, my sandwich was $15. I paid like $7 shipping. $10 tip, now I'm at 50. You spent $50 on food yesterday. Some of y'all, you spent $50 on a booty. You spent $50 on a booty. But yo, you can't spend $50 for a mastermind to master your mind. You can't spend 50. Come on now. That's what I'm telling people. Invest in yourself. Now, somebody want to know, like, bruh, the information you gave me is priceless. I want to do business with you, but you know, like I seen this other person, they got like 200,000 followers, and they seem like they got it all figured out. So you know, I'm thinking like, yo, they way more successful. So why would I want to do business with you? But the information you gave me, like, yo, it works. It's really good. But you don't got like 7,000, bro. You don't got like 10,000. Like you don't have like $1 million. Like, yo, I want to do business with you. But no, that person result is like, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be like, yo, where did that person start? Here's the thing. Here's what's so astonishing. Like people want what the process gives, but they never really go and talk or engage with people in the process. They only want to ask them questions after the process, or like when they reach the pinnacle in the process. It makes no sense to me. So I'm like, bruh, if you're like, yo, you see the energy now, and you're like, bruh, this is good, really helps me. Every time I listen to your podcast, it's like, bruh, my mood transforms, my mindset shifts, transformative, great information. And you're like, but you know what, I don't know if I could. Oh, you see, you're waiting for what the process brings, but you're not willing to get in the lab with me. You want to know how I got there, but you're not willing to show up live with me every single morning and walk the path with me. You're like, yo, I want to know how you're getting better. Well, I'm waking up every day, rising and priming my day, priming myself, checking with myself, journaling. I'm moving, I'm breathing, I'm meditating, I'm speaking life to my life, I'm learning, educating myself, I'm reading books, I'm finding other powerful people, having conversations with them, I'm masterminding. I'm investing in myself daily. Every single day I'm investing in myself. So you're like, bro, like, yo, Ed, and somebody said, bro, are you bragging? Okay, I'm just so certain, even in the midst of my uncertainty, I'm going to reach millions of people. My brand is going to touch millions of lives. Okay? And it's going to add so much value. It's going to help other people help people. So what I have is so valuable that it's going to transform lives all around the world. It's already doing that today, right now, but it's going to do it in so many great amounts. Like, people were like, yo, the Holistic Motivator, that podcast changed my life. They're going to be like, yo, when I was 17, I heard your podcast, changed my life. Now I do this. Look, some kid is going to come to me and say like, bruh, your stuff really helped me. I was thinking of doing that to myself. I didn't because I heard this. This is the responsibility I got with my gift. I just want to invite other people in the journey who are doing the same thing I'm doing to say, hey, come, let's talk, let's mastermind, let's grow together. Hey, we're going to be some of the biggest. We're going to help so many people. We're going to be of service to the world. And I know I put it in that way. It's not ego, really. It's just like, yo, I know what's in me. I know what my spirit is unveiling. I know the gift that's in me. I know the power that lies within me. And I know that I cultivate the seed every day. So therefore, I expect the fruit out of the tree. So I'm like, bro, why don't we all come together and build a tribe? Why don't we grow together? Why don't we talk to each other? Why don't we fuel each other up? Why don't we do business with each other? Why don't we learn from other people who've traveled the path as well? So that's what I created with the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe. I just created this company. I curated this organization. I curated this community. And right now it's digital. It's online. It's through Zoom meetings. It's through workshops. But it's going to expand, and it's expanding outside. So this is the unity in building. All right. So I want to invite you all to be a member of this community today. Now, you can sign up for free. 3-day trial. We're starting a fast coming up, which means we're going to start a fast really, really soon. On the 21st, spring equinox, we're doing a fast. And all of that comes within your membership. So once you join the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, you're going to get access to this committee I'm talking about, which is a mastermind for Seekers, healers, coaches, and motivators. That means anybody in the desire, look, I want to transform my life. You're a seeker. You want to transform your routine, your mindset. You want to adopt the holistic tools, practices, routines that's going to transform your life. And you want to learn how to build your brand, because you are a brand even if you don't have a business. So you're like, I want to build my brand. I want to bring my gifts out there. I want to develop myself. I want to be around other like-minded people. I'm just seeking for a way to transform my mind, my body, my emotions. And I want to be around people that fuel me. You're a seeker here. You want to get better. You want to transform your life. Join us. Amazing community. Your confidence is going to be built. Every single day you showing up in a room, and you actually showing up, you talking, you sharing, you being part of something bigger than yourself is going to create something that is beautiful. In addition to that, you're a healer. You're already doing your business. You're already coaching people. You're already teaching people. You already have your mastermind. You already have classes. You already do this, which means technically you're gonna be a coach to me, because I need some coaching. I need some encouragement. I need some assistance. However, I'm going to be a coach to you. And Liz comes, and she's probably going to be a coach to you, and you're a coach to Liz. This is what a tribe is about. Somebody says, like, bro, you got a holistic lifestyle. It's not my holistic lifestyle tribe. It's the holistic lifestyle tribe. And then it's not the holistic tribe. It's the holistic lifestyle tribe. It's our holistic lifestyle tribe. I just created a concept, and I see it more beautifully. My ultimate goal is to create this to be so prosperous that I can say, let me buy a whole plot of land. Who want to come stay in these land? Let's build something here together. Let's have this tribe in real life here. Right? I got bigger visions, bigger dreams of like-minded people who want to do big things in the world, create the systems and procedures to be able to do so. So it's way bigger. But right now we're in the building stages. Year 2, started this in 2020. And every single day we're building. Every single day. We don't stop what we got going on because it's impactful. So you're like, yo, I'm a healer. I already do this. But guess what? You can learn some Qigong, put that in your stuff. You can learn some habits and routines that's going to help transform your life. You can learn how to build a better brand, how to create content, how to streamline, you can learn how to, it doesn't matter if you're a coach. You can learn how to grow your business. You can learn how to create community. You can read the next book with us. You can fast and detox with a community. Just because you do this don't mean you can't. You don't need a community to support you. Coaches, seekers, healers, teachers need support too. So that's why you want to join the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, because you're going to get that support. Okay? So now you come on, you're going to get that. Now, one of the major things, master classes from all types of people who are out here doing it. Now, I've been promising this. I brought it in little umps, but I haven't been bringing it too much because subconsciously I'm saying I want to start bringing people in when there's a certain number of people showing up constantly. That's why I'm so adamant about getting more and more people to join the community, because there's so many people I can bring to the community to bring game. But I don't want to hit somebody who's been doing this for 30, 50 years. Come here, and there's 2 people in the room. So we want to grow this to be much bigger. And as this grows, we get more caliber people in the room that's going to come share information you wouldn't has otherwise gotten to help grow your business if you wasn't there. So once you join the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, you're going to help us grow and make it better. So then more events like retreats, in-person seminars, all of these things start happening as we grow. So now you're like, yo, I'm part of something bigger. Of course you are. So now you learn the Qigong. Now somebody says, I'm a coach, but I don't really know about the health stuff. I don't really know how to help people with their emotions. So guess what? Come learn something and put it in your belt. Learn it, apply it for yourself. Learn the science of longevity, the science of Qigong. So once you learn that, you're going to be able to get a peace of mind, tap into your intuition. You're going to be of more service to the world the more your life force energy is cultivated. 11:11. More service to the world the more your life cultivated. So what I'm saying is this. Join the community. Now, you're going to hear this in 2022, probably 2026. I'm going to be like, join the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe. And you're going to see how far it went. But I want you to be here in the beginning. I want you to be a founding member of the tribe. Founding tribe member. Be one of the ones that was like, yo, I was there since this got started. Like Liz. Liz is the OG. Is the OG. I call her the OG because she's one of the few people that's stuck since 2020 that's been around. That's been part of this growth process. So shout out to Liz Lopez. Okay. I tell this all the time. You need to tour the world with me. All right, we're gonna. I tell you, and this is how I see it. Yes, I am a guide. Yes, I have insight, knowledge. I share stuff that help people. But it does not mean, it just means that I'm in service to you. That's what coaches do. So there's no competition, it's collaboration. And that's how we build together and we grow together. And we're able to grow. So shout out to Liz. Liz is an OG. Okay? So I tell Liz all the time, when I'm traveling the world, doing this all around the world, I want you to be there. So in this whole time, I want you to work on your mindset and prepare yourself to bring your gift out in its ultimate potential. And that's what I want everybody who joined this community to understand. That we're on a pathway together. No matter how far you are, where you're at, grow along like-minded folks. And you're going to there's an energy that the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe has. It's an energy. We feel it when you walk in the room. You're like, oh, what's that energy? It's just, you got to be there to feel it. Now, some days energy shift, but there's a always consistent intention that you feel about the rising and priming. So for those of you who are excited and ready to join, or you're like, bruh, how do I start? I want you to join right now. And if you're ready to join, put a 1 in the chat. Say, I am joining today. Okay, so the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, to join, go to holisticlifestyletribe.com. All right, now for the next, I don't even know why this is still up. All right, it's not going to be up anymore. All right, I have a founding membership that's up. It's only going to be up, probably I should have been took it off since Friday. I said Friday was the last time. So y'all go to Holistic Lifestyle Tribe today and just try it out, man. Come to the Rise and Prime. Check it out, what I got to offer. See the whole system that I've got set up, okay? Because it's powerful, and I'm going to help you with your content creation, your system building. So next week, we're starting a fast, which means if you just did the fast alone, part of your subscription, you got the whole value. And you can stop at any time. So that means we're doing the 21-day fast. I'm going to guide you every single day. I'm going to send you text messages, emails. You're going to get access to a step-by-step rubric, day 1 to day 7 to day 14 to day 21. You're going to get journal prompts, all of these things, which is going to help you get into spring, and I like to call the new year, more effectively. All right, so that new year energy is also about saying, I need a community as well to support me. So shout out to Nancy. I'm going to give you a quick welcome to the tribe. We're going to have a welcome call. The moment you join, you actually get a welcome call. I talk to you for 30 minutes. See what is it you're working on, what you want to do, what are your goals, talk about anything that you want to do. And then that's going to be a starting point. So welcome. It's glad to have you. Anybody else want to join, drop a 1 in the chat. And if you listen to podcasts and you've been kind of scared, hiding away behind your headphones, and you're like, but I don't want to get in the room, I'm scared. Listen, it's no pressure. The Zoom is no pressure. Look, sometimes I'll be like, man, turn your camera. I need to see your face. But you don't always have to. All right. So if you're scared of turning on the camera, you can work your way up as to get better. Okay. So just come through and try out the Rise in Prime. For those of you like, bro, I'm not ready to commit. You know, I have commitment issues. Is there a test run? Is there a test trial? I told you there's a 3-day trial. But you're like, okay, I don't even want to see how it looks like because I'm afraid. Okay, cool. Just go to risingprime.co. Sign up for your Friday. Come on 1 day out the week. Try out the Rising and Priming. That's just one part of the tribe. And just get a taste of it. Get a feel for it. And if you like it, come back. If you don't, peace be unto you, my brother and sister. And then that'll be it. Okay, so risingprime.co for that. So basically, there's the Qigong. You get to learn how to move. You said we got Sela says Qigong is an amazing energy boost. You know it. We got the Qigong. That in itself, transformative. We got the book club. Next week, we're reading Think and Grow Rich. Last week, we read the E-Myth Enterprise. So reading books, discussing it. We got personal development. Now, what makes this tribe powerful is sometimes you go to a mastermind, and if the mastermind is about business, that's pretty much all you're going to get. You go to a mastermind, if the mastermind is about health, that's all you're going to get. If you're about to go, that's all you're gonna get. But when you join Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, you don't just get business. You don't just get help. Like, you get every single piece. Now, to some extent, it's not gonna be all indulgent. Oh, this is how you do it. No, it's going to be a way that reminds you, that helps you with the structure, so that way you can apply, you can keep yourself on track. So that's what the tribe does. The tribe, the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, curates holistic tools, practices, and routines to help you create your holistic lifestyle. And by creating a holistic lifestyle, you'll be able to cultivate a certain state that then you're able to put that into your business, into your brand. And then by learning how to build your brand, by learning how to be a brand and market your brand and systemize the system to deliver your gift, then not only are you cultivating self, you're cultivating a business, so that now you're taking yourself, putting it in a business, serving it to the world, bringing you back prosperity. Hence, you're living holistically, your money, your family, your personal life, your physical life, emotional life, all of which is being taken care of. And that is the holistic lifestyle, and that's what the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe does. So, join us, tap in, and remember, your new year starts today. So, have a vision board party. I'm having a vision board party coming soon on the full moon. I'm going to announce it really soon. I just came up with that. I'm going to have a vision board party as if the new year is starting. So make sure you tap in. Go to join the vision number party. So somebody asked me what's the number to text. So if you want to get that information, of course you want to text me, or else you won't really know, because you're not going to be in the loop. You know, you're gonna be outside looking in. I'm not sorry to say that. You're gonna be outside looking in. If you don't look, this is called a call to action. This is how it is. Let me tell you straight up. I told you all of this. You get to listen in, and you're like, great information. But the transformation does not happen till you make a decision and follow up on the call to action. Most people, they don't follow up on the call. They leave. They say, oh, I got the information. I'm ready. I'm excited. But what do I need to do? I don't know. They run away. No, don't be that person. I want you to go through the transformation. Take the next step. Text the number. Visit the domain. Get the book. Buy the product. Go on the other side of your purchase is your transfer. Look, a lot of people don't take it seriously because they don't pay for it. Okay, you got to pay for it. Those who pay attention. And once you pay, you get yourself to show up. You're like, what, I'm paying for that? Oh, I got to show up. Wait, I pay for that? I got to show up, okay? So put your money where your hopes are to transform. And stop being scared. Stop walking around scared. Oh, I don't know no, take the leap. Some of you never was in a mastermind before. Some of you never woke up a certain way before. Take the leap. Somebody, I never woke up early. I don't wake up at 7 a.m. What is the new... Take the leap. Take the leap. Who says you got to jump? Jump. Okay? Take the leap. Take the next action step. Send your boy a text. Subscribe to the podcast. Show up to Rise and Prime. Take the initiative. You'll be surprised how, yo, what's the difference between this and... No. This is, you are able to comment, listen, but when you're in the room doing, engaging, it's way different. Take the leap. Quantum leaps. Shout out to Just Giving Game. Okay? Cosmic beings unifying. I love that. Look, cosmic beings unifying takes quantum leaps, not just for yourself, but for us as a generation, y'all. People are like, yo, why do I have to wake up with certain energy every day? Why do I have to be a certain way every day? Look, this is not for your sake only. This is for the sake of your children, sake of your family, the sake of this whole generation. So somebody says, like, bro, you're making a video, a podcast, like, yo, what's the responsibility for that? Somebody think, you legit think, like, bro, he's making content, like, he's just live. Like, no, I have a responsibility to a generation. So, like, my podcast is deeper than a podcast. I understand there's somebody at 3 a.m. scrolling through Facebook, just like ready to give up. And they're like, you can grow through the pain. They're like, what? Who's this guy? He's kind of weird, but I like him. Who's this dude? Let me check him out. Let's see what he got going on. Oh man, look, I can try. I can, I will, I must. It's possible. Let's go. And they're like, yo, I can, I will, I must. It's possible. I can, I will. That's why you do it every day. It's bigger than you. So are you going to let your past stop you from doing this work? It's the age of Aquarius. It's the age of raising our consciousness. Raising that good ass planet, like Ralph be saying. Right? It's the age 2022. We're in the year of Aquarius, and there is a calling for you to reveal your gift. And the training ground for your gift is you investing in yourself daily. Okay? So I want you to get in the room where you can be around energy that supports you every day. That's kind of what I bring every single day. Every single day. Today I woke up late. I showed up anyway. Yes, the other day, 2 months ago, I didn't feel like waking up. I woke up and did it anyway. One day I woke up, I said, look, there's only one person showing up. I should quit. I woke up, I did it anyways. Remember, don't look at the seed and say, where's the food? Look at the seed and say, what does the seed need for it to keep growing? And feed that seed that thing, baby. Okay? Wake up early. Take the leap. Okay, Mark Wink says you're going to try to wake up early. Listen, once you do that, transform your life. Yo, so y'all don't understand how much a rising routine changed my life. That's why I teach it. I only teach what worked for me. And rising powerfully worked for me. Do it. Join it. Be about it. HolisticLifestyleTribe.com. Invest in yourself. EdTalksDaily.com. Subscribe to this podcast. And let's tap in. Alright? Alright. This has been Ed Talks Daily. Oh man, we went in today. So shout out to you. Thank y'all for watching Ed Talks Daily. Once again, this is a podcast, so make sure you text Ed Talks to 561-510-9605. And for those of you who said, I rock with your message, I like what you got going on, I want to support you, go to edtalksdaily.com/donate to donate to the podcast, or Cash App Ed Talks. Send your boy some money. Okay? Somebody says, like, bro, why should I send you some money? Because I just gave you something that's more powerful than money. So you might as well, quantify and send me some of that money. Because some of that thing I told you gonna make you some money. So donate. I know I'm weird. And I like it. All right. Text Ed Talks. I got your attention, don't I? So text Ed Talks to 561-510-9605. Go to edtalksdaily.com/donate. Send my boy a donation or Cash App Ed Talks. Now, I want you to remember that you have the unlimited power in you to transform your life, to step into your gift and live out your purpose. But every day you gotta water the seed. The more you water your seed, you're gonna get better every day and everywhere. You're gonna be like, I can't believe it's not butter. Look, I can't believe I'm getting better. I can believe it because I believe it. That's why I'm getting better. Because every day I woke up believing that I'm going to get better. And I prime myself to be that way. Brand rising empowerment. So you have to believe it in order to achieve it. And until that happens, the world forever miss all your gifts, all your talents, and all the great things that you have to offer. So remember, if you don't do anything, let your light shine. Don't hide it, don't dim it. If you don't do anything, let your light shine. Don't hide it, don't dim it. That's my message, and I'm sticking to it. Ye are the light of the world. So stand on top of the mountain and let the world knows the power that lies within you. Speak life into your life, because the power of life and death is in the tongue. And the moment that you say, I am claiming transformation, I am transforming, I am claiming rejuvenation, I am claiming cleansing, I am claiming healing, I am claiming prosperity. I am claiming joy, love, and peace. It shall be so. Because as a man thinketh, so shall it be. And if you speak it into existence, it'll become in existence. So that's my message, and I'm sticking to it. So it's the Holistic Motivator. Thank y'all for tapping into this episode. If you want to subscribe, go to headtalksdaily.com and subscribe. And leave a review. And listen, last message. I want you to understand that even if you look back at your life and you say, I failed a lot. If you look back at your life and you say, I've let myself down. If you look back at your life and said, why did I act like this? Like I was not a good son. I was not a good daughter. I was not a good mother. I was not a good father. I was not a good spouse. I need you to forgive yourself so you can grow. I need you to understand that you cannot gain the blessings for the next season unless you let the hurt go so you can grow. You cannot grab onto something that God has in store for you if you keep reliving what the devil kept lying to you about, because you're going to keep reliving it. So at some point in your life, you have to say, listen, I am tired of repeating my past by not forgiving myself and the other people that had to do in it. And you have to make a determined, deliberate, and conscious effort that enough is enough. I'm tired of reliving my suffering, and it's time that I step into the transformation for my life. The moment you say, I am tired of living my suffering, and you create your bliss, is the moment your life transforms. Bliss doesn't happen by osmosis. Bliss happens when you say, I am choosing how I'm going to happen. Bliss is a result of your decisions. Bliss is a result of you choosing what thoughts to dwell on. Bliss is whether you are in one with the divine or whether you are constantly pulled away by your sins. Bliss or whether you align yourself with the laws that are spiritually aligned with God, or whether you adopt false laws and you say these flaws is all that's possible for me. So I want to let you know that, listen, your life transformation is on the other side of letting go of the past, and then letting God, having enough faith, certainty in the midst of uncertainty. Look, I can't see it, but I can touch it. Look, I can't really see it in front of me, but I see it inside of me. So no matter what wall comes in front of me, I can push through it. I can't see the future, but because I see how bright my soul, how bright my spirit is, through the darkness, though I walk through the shadows of the valleys of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. That rod and that staff, they protect me. And I walk in the midst of my enemies because I know God will prepare a table before me. So every single day I'm going to go look for the raw ingredients and put in the work so that God can put that table together, because God does not put the table for you. He gives you the skill set and ability for you to find the wood. So I need you to let go of the past and pick up the blessing that God has instilled in nature. You're out here looking for abundance and everything else when God said, hey, raw materials, pay attention, use what I already given to you, and that will make the room that you need. Your gift will make the room that you need. Ed Talks Daily. Peace.